Good morning. This is Cora from the Holler to the World, and I came outside in my yard to give you a little update. It's been a while since I've been on, and I made some changes in the yard, and I figured that you needed to know kind of what was going on and how I've prepared for winter. Well, kind of winter down here is not like winter, but yeah, that's better lighting. And anyway, I wanted to give you an update of what I've been doing with my grow bags and how my little crops did, and just to give you a little taste of what's going on. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'll be right back to show you what all's been going on. Hang on. Okay, we're gonna start over here in this corner. This is where I have had trouble growing things, but I put all my leftover soil, like in pots or things that I'm not gonna use, and I put it in here to try to build it up. And so it's doing pretty good right now. Disregard the fence because, yeah, we know about the fence. We just keep it going. We don't want to break down and have it repaired, so we just keep it going. Here's my little red wagon and my Marvel the Mustang, still here. And over in this corner is where I put my wash tubs and my buckets. And I'm working on getting an old-time lawnmower, and quite possibly Victor Jr. has our original one from Kansas Creek, and I'm excited to see that. But there's my little country corner. And my lilac bush is doing awesome. I had to trim it down a little bit. It was getting so tall that I had to trim it. And I'm thinking it's gonna do fine. It's lasted 3 winters so far, or 2 winters. This is the 3rd spring. And I'm hoping and praying that it's gonna bloom next year. Maybe it'll be mature enough. But up through here where I had all of my grow bags, I moved them. And the grass will fill in. We have that type of grass. It's Bermuda, and it just runs and it'll fill in no time. So you don't ever have to worry about ruining the grass because it'll come right back. And over here by the water spigot, I moved my peppers, and my these are my ghost peppers, and they are doing great. I've already picked some, and I put some in jars and pickled them, but they are fiery hot. See, I'll just put a tiny little, oh, here's a little lizard we have. Oops, I missed him. Seal likes him, and he put a tiny little bit in a bowl of salad, and it about set him on fire. Here's some little jalapenos trying, little babies. This is my ghost pepper. No, my Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper. It was the hottest pepper in the world, but they get wrinkled and ugly. They turn red. And they used to be the #1. Now I think they're #2. The guy that started this strand also now has one even hotter. I forgot the name of it. This is a habanero, and they are pretty good. They're doing well. This is a little jalapeno bush tree, and it's getting some little ones. They're pretty good. I canned some of them, and I just made a brine of vinegar and water and a little bit of garlic and salt. They're pretty good. They're hot. I'm not a big hot pepper eater, but Co eats them. He likes them. This is a banana pepper. It's doing pretty good. I picked off the big ones and I pickled them, and I like them pretty well. There's another one. It's got a little bug on it. A little bug off. And bell peppers, which they don't do very well, so I'm probably not going to grow anymore. They don't get very big. It's not really worth it. Another jalapeno. Jalapeno, jalapeno, jalapeno. This is a jalapeno. Sweet banana pepper, which I really like. I'm going to plant more of those next year and less of the habanero. I bought the whole tray by mistake. I just wanted a couple of them, but I just bought the whole tray. These are some that are struggling. They really need to be put in the ground. And this is my little mum bed. I trimmed them all the way down. And as you can tell, when you trim them down, they start coming back. So I think by the time fall comes and harvest time comes, they'll be up and be pretty. But that's that little bed, and I've got it down. I need to get some more mulch and freshen it up a bit for winter. Don't look at the porch. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. This is my new shed, which I love. It's a 4x6 rosin. Our grandson Drew put it together. His brother Sky wanted to help, but Drew got it done first. And here we keep our lawnmowers, beach chairs, sports chairs, my tools. I love it. It's got a little window. It's just big enough for what I wanted to get this stuff out of the garage, out of CL's way, because he likes to do his guitar repair out there. We have 2 lawnmowers because Luke had one and he went back to gas, but we like the battery. So far they've worked well for us. They're lightweight. I enjoy it because I can maneuver it good. And it's plenty for us. We don't really have that big of a yard. So this is my nice new little shed. This is a cucumber vine and it's doing well. It's got a little baby cucumber on there. Little baby. It's doing better in this corner. I had it over there by the fence and it was dying, so I moved it over here. That's my forsythia bush that I am praying is going to bloom yellow flowers next year. And I moved that thing and I can never remember the name of it. It's very common and I can't ever, it's kind of sad looking. I moved it from out front and so it's trying to get used to its new home. These are my Easter lilies that I planted. Yes, and that's a gas tank which we use. We have gas logs. Stars that a friend of mine made. Rest of my Easter lilies. I've moved them I don't know how many times. They are very durable. And that's some mint. And that I'm trying to transplant from Junior's peony bush. Peony, piney. They call it all kinds of things. If it doesn't work, I'll get a new one in the spring from Junebug. But this is it. Our yard we mowed yesterday. CL mows half and I mow half and we get it done in no time. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what they say. I acquired a new rocking chair from our yard sale we had at church, which is great. These are so durable and nice. And this is my swing, which I dearly love. I came out here this morning and sat and drank my coffee. I love it, use it all the time. Little flower bush. Over here, some gardenia that I got from a start I found on the golf course. My marigolds, which are horrible. There's a paint bucket full of deck over I've been peeling off of my porch. I'm working on it very slowly. I'm going to get it done. It's just been too hot to really be out here. But I've started to peel off the part that's puffy and flaked. And I'm going to redo it with some Thompson's. The deck over is supposed to work like a real thick covering, but my porch is too close to the ground and it got too moisture under it and bubbled, and then when the bubbles crack, it peels off. So I'm going back to just plain Thompson water seal with a little color. But this up here where it says shaded is very nice. And I was thinking, this is like how we look on the outside sometimes, you know? And maybe we can have a little sin or a little ugly in our life. And on the inside, we look like that. That's without asking the Lord to help us, save us, forgive us. We can look like that on the inside. But when we come to know Him as our Savior, we can really be like this on the inside and outside. Be what we're supposed to be. Present ourselves like we really are. Not be like a disgrace like this. So don't let sin or hate or ill feelings grow in your life, because you wind up looking like this underneath the outside paint. Luke always says anybody can look good for 90 minutes in church. You can dress up, perfume up, put on your best Sunday clothes, look nice, but on the inside, you know, you may not look like that at all. So we don't want to be pretend or be fake. We want to be true and true, godly people all the way through. He will help us. He will forgive us when we look like that. He takes all our ugly blemishes and He coats us with His blood and He makes us snow white, not chocolate brown. So this is a little tour of my yard. I just wanted you to see how it's going. I'm trying to prepare for fall, and it has been the last 2 days. It's been so beautiful here. Like 70 to low 80s, just absolutely gorgeous. But we know that the wintertime's coming. There's all my trees. They're getting bigger and bigger. I don't know how much longer we'll be able to have them and not have to have them trimmed. My mimosa tree, everywhere those little pods fall, they start new little trees. So they're kind of a takeover, kind of a plant. but it's beautiful with purple flowers when it blooms. But it can take over everything if you let it. And we have what they call Carolina creeper. It's a vine. CL's highly allergic to it, and not poison ivy, but he's highly allergic to this. It is some kind of a vine, and it has killed that pine tree. But they grow, it's all up in that pine tree. The Carolina creeper. They call it, it's a Virginia creeper, I think, and it goes by all kinds of different names. I think it's jasmine, maybe is what its technical name might be. But that's about all I have for you. I just wanted to get on here and give you an update and tell you that I was tucking in and trying to get prepared for wintertime. And I will be back and share with you some more stories. I'm so happy I got to visit with our cousin Jean the other day, and that's a video if you want to see me interview Jean. He tells a few little stories about our grandma Bricky and some people. And so that's about it for today. God bless you, and do good and make somebody happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.